All right, guys, so this is the latest video that I've done in probably a while. Had quite a bit going on. Daughter ended up having leukemia, and I'm getting separated, and job's been kind of tough lately. So a lot of things going on, but yeah, with the garage emptied out, thought I'd get some toys to work on. So this video, I'm just gonna kind of show you what I've got going on, and ask that you subscribe and tune in, and we'll kind of show you some different videos. But the first one that I've got here, it's a 1999 Seadoo GTI. I ended up buying this with a trailer, and the jet pump is out of it. The wear ring was almost destroyed. It's in this box in here. It's just totally gone, if you can see that. And carb was out. What I ended up finding out, the guy told me, he's like, all it needs is a solenoid. I think it was sunk, and because when I I ended up tearing the motor out of it. I'll show it to you in a second. But yeah, the motor needed work. The seat, I'll show it to you in a second. It needs some work as well. It looked like on the pictures it was fine, but everything else is fine. It's a really clean hull. You can see right here where I started to clean it versus kind of the rest of the spot. I've bought all of these things in the middle of winter, so I can get them all cleaned up. But yeah, so this is this one. The engine for it, I've got right here on a table. And so you can see here this whole mess, but this right here was supposed to be dry. And when I ended up unbolting the front cover, water came out, and it smelled like a swamp in there. So the pistons though and the cylinders, they look good. So what my plan is here on this one is I've got a complete gasket set, and then also carburetor rebuild kit, and then I've also got new piston and rings. So what I figure I'll do is completely clean this whole entire thing, and then hone the cylinders, put in new piston rings, all new gaskets and seals, and put her back together, and hopefully she'll fire up. And then I'll have a new jet pump. Basically, I got all of the bearings and everything for it. And then it'll have a brand new seat basically for the top. And then the other thing that I bought was this can do. So I'm able to get into the jet ski and program all the keys. So that's the 1999. So this next one here is a 2002 Seadoo XP. I got it pretty cheap, and the guy couldn't get it running, couldn't figure out what was wrong. And what I found out is this MPEM down here, there was a fuse blown in there. So I replaced the fuse, and I've got everything to work. But when I plug the key into it, it does nothing but beeps. I've got the battery off right now. So so basically when it beeps, it's either the temperature sensor or the gas tank is empty. And so I ended up getting a new temp sensor, and that's not it. I've unplugged them and it still did that. So what I'm wanting to do now is take the pins out where they go into the harness and see if there's an actual short. But this one will start up and run. It just constantly beeps. The other thing that's wrong with it is this VTS. I got a new drive. You can see this one here, seen better days. But I hooked the new one up and it won't go up or down. So I've got to get the VTS figured out, and then I've got to figure out, even though the jet ski will run, why does it still signal like a hot engine? could be the MPDM, I think, and I can get another one for $600, but if I can figure out it's a short in the line, then this one right here will be kind of all set and ready to go. So then the next one that I've got here, this is a 2018 Seadoo Spark. And so the people that had it before me, they didn't know anything about jet skis. They were driving it and then it locked up. And so what I found out is that in 2018, I think it's a manufacturing flaw, but the connecting rod to the engine comes off, and you can see if I can get you in here. Right here, this is the connecting rod, came down through and stuck in the engine. So this is the, if I back up here, this is the top half of the block and the bottom half, and it actually broke the starter out of there as well. So besides the piston, the rod, the crank, and the case, this engine's fine. So what I think I'm going to do is I found another block engine, and it's good. It's a 2021 with like 50 hours on it. I'm going to go ahead and I think I'll get it, and then I'll take basically everything off of this motor and then bolt it onto the other one. And then I'll go ahead and put it in this Seadoo Spark, and that should theoretically get me going. The Can-Do will go ahead and connect to the Spark, and so then I can follow the manual on the install and get everything going. I do have a spline, an engine kind of alignment tool, that's what it's called, coming, so it'll work. I got a universal one with multiple adapters, so it'll work for this one and the 1999. I got a 2004 GTI RFI, and it turns over, and it's a really clean unit. I don't have it here at my house, but it spits oil out. And so what I found out is that the actual seals, see if I can find it here, that the seals inside, you can see how dirty all this is. The seals in here around the crank, the inner seals, and here it leaks. And so I've got to totally disassemble that engine, put it back together. It's got 135 hours on it. So I think I'm just going to I'll pull the engine, do a complete tear down, and then put it all back together with complete new gaskets and seals and piston and rings. So I've got my work cut out for me on that. Then the other thing that I've got here, I got this lift, and so you can see another motor on here. This is actually to a 1990 Seadoo TS, and I bought it with the head off. You can see right there, but the motor moves freely. It moves up and down. Well, it did. It did move. It's probably been sitting here in the garage for a little bit, but I got a complete kit for it. I got brand new piston and rings and complete gasket set for the carburetor and the engine. The actual ski itself, this is kind of ridiculous, but I've got it sitting outside here. I ran out of room. I got it for dirt cheap. I got it for $200, $275, but this is it. So I ended up pulling it out here, but it's a super clean jet ski, and the impeller, the jet pump, everything is super, super clean. He just had the head off, so I don't really know what was wrong with the engine, but I did if you look at some of my other videos, I did a 1989 jet ski SX, so the 650 version. So I know that engine pretty well, so I'm going to rip it completely apart, put it back together, and then I'll put it back in this hole. So that's unit number 5. And what I'll do is I'll show you that seat. So I ended up getting the, took all the staples out and got brand new covers. And so I got this from Black Tip right here. So I just took the old off last night, but this will give me a brand new cover for it. That's my Seadoo Spark seat in there. So kind of taking over the house with all of my stuff. So yeah, that's 5 total jet skis. So the 1999 GTI, the 2002 XP, the 18 Spark, the 1990 TS, and then I've got the 2004 GTI. The other thing I've got here is this 2002 BMW GS, and I want to go ride another one. It's got what I think is kind of a high vibration in it, and it kind of makes my fingers go to sleep. And what I've done with it is I replaced all of the, I put new fuel injectors in it. I redid the valves. I also redid the clutch. Then I also put a cam chain tensioner in it, and it's still got the vibration. And so I don't know if that's just the motorcycle or if there's something else in it. And then there's also kind of a heavier vibration, and I think it might be driveline related. I ended up splitting this when I did the clutch, but I didn't look at the driveline components. I should have. So I'm going to do another video where I actually split this in half, and I'll check out the driveline, because the clutch I think is fine. But yeah, I don't know if this, I'd like to write another one because I don't know if I'm trying to fix something that's not broke. So it's kind of an update of where I'm at. Put a TV out here, got my parts washer, got the ultrasonic cleaner, but I'm going to be working on putting up some videos. Like I said, splitting that in half, redoing the TS, getting a new engine put in the Spark, trying to troubleshoot if this is the MPEM, I think that's how you say it, or short in some of the wiring. And then this one here, I've got to do that complete rebuild of the motor and the jet pump and put the seat on it. So I got these in the middle of winter, so I didn't pay very much for any of these. I figure if I can get them all put back together, we can go ride them or sell them, or both. So, and like I said, I've got the can-do down there and a laptop, so I can see inside of them and program keys. The one thing with this one, it's not new enough for the can-do to see faults. So I don't know, that's it. So hopefully you guys hit subscribe, hit like, give me some comments on any tips, tricks, anything you want to see. If I can get rid of these, I'd like to pick up some more. It's kind of something fun to do while I'm alone. Like I said, I'm going through a separation and I've got 2 girls, and so half of my week I don't have anybody here, so I'm trying to fill it with some different activities. So like I said, hit like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.